Opened in 2001, it lies on the same site and retains the name of the city's beloved former stadium. We're here at Empower Field at Mile High in Denver. Today, a fun matchup in store between the Seattle Seahawks and the Denver Broncos. Marvin Mims now to return it. Coverage team gets him down at the 26-yard line. So their offense out now to get this game started. It's 1st and 10.
At their own 26-yard line.
First run of the game for J.K. Dobbins. And he's going to have this up near the 40, just a little bit short of it. It's a 13-yard play, and that's enough for the first.
Let's see, Kate. Establish a run, cash in on the opening drive, and play from in front. That's the dream scenario to any contest, and runs like that, it gets the ball rolling.
First down now, ball at the 39-yard line. Nix from the gun. Got it, man. It's Marvin Mims. And that tackle stops him after a solid gain.
A gain of 5 brings up 2nd and 5 at the 44-yard line.
Halfway to the marker. It's 2nd and 5. Heads out on the bootleg. Thrown for his running back, but he comes up empty, incomplete, and now they're facing 3rd down.
Hey, Kate, I know it's unrealistic to expect a 100% completion rate from anywhere on the field, but in this close, you really shouldn't be missing too many throws. Those need to be borderline automatic.
Last pass unsuccessful, and they have 3rd down here. Shotgun snap to Nix. And he's brought down, but there's some laundry on the field. So a big self-inflicted error as that personal foul moves the ball forward quite a bit. Never a good time to rough the passer, Brock, but 3rd down, that hurts even more. Gives him the first. Out of the gun, it's Nix. He's keeping it. And Nix slides in safely, doing so after he picked up that first down.
17 more yards. That's another Broncos first down. 1st and goal at the 6-yard line.
They've made it to 1st and goal on their opening drive, hoping to start this game with 6. In the red zone now. And he makes the play at full extension. That's a touchdown. The Broncos take a 6-0 lead on their opening drive. So that right there, Brock, exactly what you want to start off a contest.
Opening drives are such tone setters. You come out flat as a group, maybe go 3 and out. Sometimes there's a carryover effect, but here, they were sharp, they were crisp, and they grabbed the early lead.
That one right down the middle. And the Broncos will jump out to a 7-0 lead. Here's Lutz, set to kick this away. Here's a return from the 7. And he's brought down just inside the 25. Offense to the line. They're going to have trips right to start out. Going on first. Here's Darnold. Escapes the pocket. Give him 24 on that play. And it sets up Seattle with 1st down.
Obviously, a defense wants to take away all the reads and prevent any kind of big throw for the 1st down. Fine. Well, this QB, he'll just lower his head and gash the defense with one of the biggest runs of the game.
One play in, and they are already close to midfield. Here's Darnold, 1st and 10. He gets it complete to Kenneth Walker. And they bring him to a halt right at that midfield stripe. Alex Singleton makes the tackle.
Making that throw in double coverage to a running back, I don't want to live off of that, and I certainly am not going to count on it. But give some credit to the effort it took to make that catch with a whole bunch of bodies around him.
Out of the gun, here's Darnold. Caught deep behind the line. Oh, the ball is out! And the Broncos corral it. And this return will reach the end zone. Touchdown, Denver! The Broncos take a 13-0 lead. That right there was impressive, Brock. Even with the fumble, absolutely no panic on his part. Finding that football, keeping the play going, and taking it in for 6.
I am just hearing my old offensive coordinator, Tom Moore, say, whoever plays the hardest and longest wins. And that's what you got to do. You got to play harder. You got to play longer than your opponent. And when you get an opportunity, go seize it.
Nice little energy on their sideline after that fumble return scored, and with plenty of energy, he'll send this one away. Fielded at the 7. A decent run back is going to end as they bring him down inside the 30. The Seahawks taking the field for their second possession. This will be a good time for their first points of the game as they find themselves down a notable amount already in this opening quarter. Seahawks just about set. Here's 1st and 10. First play of the drive. Here's Walker. And this drive's quickly headed in the wrong direction. First play set down behind the line. That's a nice quick correction for this front, Brock. Give up the big play and then get a little back on the very next one.
Exactly the kind of response you want to see from your defense. You got to forget about the big play for now and stay focused on that next snap.
Run lost him a yard to begin the drive. Here comes 2nd and 11. They'll empty the backfield and motion him right. From the gun, Darnold. He finds Smith and Jigba right side. And a nice gain here, but it stopped short of the first. The rookie from Texas there on the tackle.
It's a gain of 8, and it brings up 3rd down.
To the line, here's 3rd and 3. Trying to throw this from the gun. And that's going to fall incomplete on a look to his running back, and it's going to bring up 4th down.
We see this all the time. The number one thing you see NFL defenses do to try to force that 4th down, gets down coverage. Put your cover guys on the field. Let the boys up front cut it loose with pressure. Let the cover guys go shut it down.
4th down punt from the Seahawks, and that means we're going to see Michael Dixon head on to send it skyward. Secures this at the 17. And before that return amounts to much, they bring him down. The Denver offense taking the field for their 2nd drive. And this game is comfortably in hand early. They take possession with a 14-0 lead. All right, working from the gun to start. 1st and 10. Play action with Nix. This is Ingram working the left side. He's going to be brought down right at the 35. Pickup of 12 on that play. And the Broncos will have a 1st down.
Sure nice to see them looking for their tight ends in the passing game. Such great size to have out there. It really forces defenses to try to find a way to defend them along with everybody else.
Nix off the play action. Pressure coming, and they take him down. And that sack drives him in the wrong direction, partner, ahead of this 2nd down.
And look at that. All that effort and success from the previous play, it is gone. Credit to this defense who snapped and cleared. That's part of this game. You got to snap and clear. Give up a big play, come back and make a big one for yourself. And they do, getting home with that sack.
Nix looking to throw. They try to set the screen. Dobbins up the sideline, past the 40. And he takes this into enemy territory to the 48-yard line. It's a 26-yard pickup there. And that'll be good for a Denver 1st.
Got to be a pretty good actor. Got to be pretty good at selling to that defense. That's a drop-back pass. When you get a big play on a screen like that, boy, it's choreography by everybody on that offense.
The gift to Dobbins out of the shotgun. And he comes through big here. 9 yards. It's second down.
Some backs are easier to tackle than others. Some, well, they just choose violence. They look for those opportunities to bust through tackles and keep those legs pumping.
Less than a ruler needed here on second down. Running it again with Dobbins. And the big gain followed by a little bit of a loss here. Defense getting the better of them on that run. I think they might have taken that first down for granted there, Brock, and now their punishment is they got to figure out third down.
Yeah, a little bit of questioning, some mind games now, right?
Yeah.
Why didn't that work out? Can we trust to run it here on third down? Not a gigantic call, but one that certainly creates a lot of confusion.
Harvey gets it on the counter. And he goes out with enough for the first, but we do have a flag down on the play. A game they were pretty happy with goes away via the penalty. And now we're going to wait to see how they respond. Penalty not helping their cause for this third down. Next trying to sneak it. They sent him right up the gut, but he wasn't able to get anywhere. The defense braced for impact, and they made the stop. It's fourth down.
Well, it was bad enough that the previous run went backwards. You've got to have balance in this league. I mean, you really do. There's no chance offensively to find sustained success unless you present run and pass to a defense. And right now, this defense is owning your run game.
And this kick is good. He needed to get all of it there, and he did. And that will add to their score.
A lot of them may make it look automatic, but you get this deep, and those field goals are far from a certainty. It took all his concentration, every bit of his strength, to send that puppy through.
Here's Lutz set to kick this away. Here's a return from the 7. And in the end, he's able to get it to about the 25-yard line before he's hauled down. Now Seattle all set to go here on offense. Things sure have started out rough, and they've stayed that way through 2 drives. Maybe drive number 3 here is where we see this offense get rolling. All right, going empty as they come to the line. It's 1st and 10. They're going to throw out of the gun. No place to go, so he just threw it away.
Once that quarterback broke the pocket, kind of turns into like a zone read option a little bit, Kate. You got a couple choices. Keep it yourself or try to force the throw. There was nowhere to go. He really should have used his legs.
Another try from the 25. It's 2nd and 10. Here's Darnold to throw. Out to his wideout, it's a screen. And the defense waiting for him at the line, and he goes down.
Kate, I can feel by your body language and the call that you saw exactly what I saw, and that was a big uh-oh. It's one of the nice things of having a bird's eye view on these screens. You can see it coming at the field. In the field level, you get lost, but not up here. You knew that play was doomed from the start.
Here's Darnold on 3rd down. He's going to loft one deep to the left. That's grabbed inside the 30. All the way, touchdown Seattle. The Seahawks take a small chunk off that lead. Kenneth Walker, the touchdown.
I think he'll take his highlights however he can get them on a handoff, pin off a pass. It really doesn't matter. The important thing is he gets the ball, he gets the touch, and then he can do his damage. Big time.
Myers gets the point after to go. And the Seahawks cut the lead down to 10.
17. Seahawks 7.
Here's Myers now to handle the kickoff. On the return, here's Mims. And this drive will start inside the 25. Denver set to take the field on offense. It sure seems like they've been able to score every time they've touched it this quarter, Brock. So high hopes again for this upcoming series. Broncos to the line now. It's 1st and 10. Beginning on the ground here with Dobbins. And he manages 6 yards to begin this one. We've got 2nd and 4.
It's one of those sneaky little runs, Kate, that gets you enough yards to create some doubt into that defensive coordinator. You could stick to the ground. You could throw beyond the sticks. You really create some indecision now defensively.
First down run gets him 6. So now it is 2nd and 4. Again, they'll run with Dobbins. And this is headed the wrong way. They're going to lose yards here. It's going to bring up 3rd down. Man, some of these middle backers are so impressive these days, Brock. No problems at all for him to range downhill and cut that play down behind the line.
Kind of the calling card of the position played today. They're not as big as they once were, but boy, can they run. As you said, whether it's downhill or sideline to sideline like that.
Now Nick's on 3rd down. This throw's going to wind up incomplete. The intended target is running back, and the result's 4th down coming up.
That's just simply one of those situations, Kate, where I think you and I got to tip our cap to the defense. Really took away everybody. There was no outlet, and only an incompletion could be had.
On 4th down, Broncos going to call on Jeremy Crawshaw here to punt. The fair catch taken in at the 28-yard line. The Seahawks offense running out now. They really have the passing game clicking on that last touchdown drive, partner. We'll see if they stick with that or if they mix things up a bit on this series. Seattle getting everybody set. They've got 1st and 10. Rolling from the gun here. It's caught by Elijah Arroyo. And they'll stop him here, but not before he gets out to the 47-yard line. That play goes for 19 and a new set of downs.
If they get a handful of these types of plays per game, the pass game coordinator is going to be one happy camper.
47-yard line.
Great start to this drive. They're up in the neighborhood of midfield after just one play. First and 10, Darnold. Into the hands of his running back, Walker. Great coverage all the way to the sideline. They're on him to end that quick pass before he can get vertical.
He specializes in salvaging broken plays out of the backfield, but even he couldn't get anything out of that one, Kate. That defense, they were all over it.
Everyone's prepped. It's 2nd down now. Darnold looking to throw. Caught. Cooper Kupp makes the play. And they will face a 3rd down here, Brock, but not by much. Good effort to challenge for it. He reaches the 43.
It takes a certain level of fearlessness, craziness to work over the middle of the field in this league. You're fighting through guys as you go, and all the while you know you could take a lick at any time.
He keeps it himself. They were loaded and ready for that sneak, weren't they? They stopped him at the line. No gain.
It's about the simplest play in the playbook, and they execute it like it was drawn up. That push gets them the 1st down.
At the 43-yard line.
Let's see how they attack this 1st down, Brock, from the 43. So before they can get set and snap it, the clock runs out on quarter 1. Our score, 17-7. We'll get you back to Mile High after this. About set for the 2nd quarter. Seahawks football here. They're looking at yet another 1st and 10 on this drive. They give up the gut to Walker. And they'll bundle this up after a 4-yard gain. Riley Moss with that tackle.
You know, this is an offense that will emphasize the ground game at different points of each and every contest. And as long as they can reliably get gains like this, it's not going to change anytime soon.
They'll come up after that 4-yard gain. It's 2nd and 6. Darnold. It's incomplete. Should have been a catch downfield, but off his hands and to the ground it goes. Corey Horton, his intended receiver. And it's 3rd down now.
I'm not sure if he was hearing footsteps or he just had a surprise break in concentration. It's so unusual at this level to see a drop pass unless there's a hit involved.
3rd and long. They're going to throw. That one is caught. Horton has it. And he pushes this down to the 22-yard line. It's a great pickup, 16 yards, and now they've got 1st down.
You're not going to last long in the National Football League if you don't convert a good chunk of your 3rd downs. Nice find there to continue the series.
Coming to the line for another 1st and 10. Now an inside give to Walker. Can't slip that initial tackle. Stops made for no gain on that 1st down play.
It'll be this group's job watching the film to find all these plays. The ones that amount to really very little statistically and identify what was needed to just make them a little bigger, stretch them further. Afterthought plays now, they could be the big gains of next week.
Darnold now to throw. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And that pushes them back. 3rd down coming up.
Send everybody deep. I know he wants to wait and stretch the field and use his arm. Trouble is, you wait too long, you end up on your back.
Let's see what they went with on 3rd down. Here he goes, 3rd and long. And they can't connect on the 3rd down deep shot. Love the courage they had to try it, but it's incomplete, and now we've got 4th down.
Quarterbacks, well, they're a lot like sharpshooters in the NBA. Sometimes they're just going to miss. You got to shake it off and keep on firing.
Jason Myers out there now to try a field goal for the Seahawks on 4th down. This one from 42 yards out. Myers' kick is good. And that'll bring it back to within a score. The lead 7.
You'd expect him to make most of those attempts from this distance, but it's never a lock. So they'll happily take this and finish off the drive with points.
And just like that, we're back to a one-possession ball game as the kickoff is away. Fielded at the 7. And he's going to make this to the 28 before going down. Denver ready for another offensive possession. They were only on the field for 3 plays their prior series, Brock. Let's see what changes they make to take over here. Offense into the shotgun set as they line this up. 1st and 10. It's Cook out wide, complete. And he'll get this up to the 33-yard line. Devin Witherspoon there on the stop.
This is one of those kind of win-win situations. Both sides feel good. As an offense, I get a completion. I get a win. As a defense, I keep everything in front of me. I make the tackle for a short gain. I get a win, too. Sometimes you can get to win-win.
On 2nd down, here's Dobbins. He's going to snag a couple of yards, charging up the gut. Julian Love bringing that one to an end.
It's a gain of 2. Brings up 3rd and 3.
All plays on the table here for 3rd and 3. Nix from the gun. He'll make a bid for it on the ground. And the defense was ready. They got him at the line.
just one of those situations, not much to be had there no matter what he did with the ball. Even if he scraped a positive gain out of it, that's still a win and a confidence builder for this defense.
Jeremy Crawshaw out once again to punt it away. Seahawks with Torrey Horton back deep to return this. He has it at the 22. And he gets his guys a few yards before they bring him down on the return. The Seattle offense eager to get back on the field. And their last drive did end in points. Not as many as they wanted, though. They had to settle for that field goal despite advancing the football pretty well. Seahawks just about set. Here's 1st and 10. Here's Darnold. Not wide here to come. And they're going to bring him down just a moment before he's able to break it across midfield. A 19-yard pickup, and that's going to move the chains.
So many times, Kate, when I see these receiver screens, I think punt return. It's like a punt return. On punt return, it's all about those blocks. The returner's got to catch it, and he's got to feel those blockers in front of him. It's no different on a big play like this with the wide receiver screen.
Walker on 1st down. Not the way to begin a new set of downs, Brock, as they drop it behind the line.
Perception and reality, Kate. The perception out there from the public is edge rushers are defined by their sacks. The reality in a locker room and in the huddle is you could be defined by your relentlessness. And his motor never stopped. Helped him track it down for a loss on the outside.
Throwing here, Darnold. The catch is made near the edge. And he made a bid for midfield there, but stopped on his own side at the 49.
Some certainly do it better than others, Kate, but every running back in the league today has got to do just that. You cannot be a one-dimensional back in the league anymore. You can't. You got to be able to handle your business, both toting the ball as a runner, and really importantly as a check-down outlet on short throws.
They'll air it out on 3rd. He's got the 1st down grab and still going. He's going to have this one down to the 28. They strike for 23 yards. And the Seahawks will have a 1st down.
I think my favorite part was the magic he worked after the catch. The way he took the completion and made so much more out of it by adding all the extra yardage.
To the line and set. Here we go, 1st down. Now Darnold off the play action. Getting out to his left. And he gets this forward to the 19.
I don't mind that scramble at all, Kate. It makes that defense think this guy's not just going to sit in the pocket all day. But I'll say this as well, like I do all the time. When you're going to scramble as a quarterback, make sure you protect yourself.
Nice spot here for the offense. It's 2nd and 1. Walker running to the right. They stop him just in time. He got back to the line, but denied the yard they needed. 3rd down coming up.
A gain of a yard brings up 3rd and 1.
Seventh play of the drive now as they need a yard here on 3rd down. He tries to sneak it. And he's going to be touched down as he gets him enough to pick up the 1st down.
Certainly dropped these quarterback keepers anticipating a whole lot more yardage, but I think it could be overlooked there since they did pick up the 1st down. If anything, they can see what kept it to a small gain over there on the sidelines, and they'll come back to it on the next set of downs.
Now they send their back in motion right. That's caught. Here's Zach Charbonnet. And good tackle, but a flag is down, likely against the defense. Just a momentary loss of focus, a break in discipline, and not a good moment individually as he gets hit with that personal foul. So roughing the passer gifts them a 1st and goal. From the gun, Darnold. And down he goes. The Bronco defense gets there. And it's step 1 towards a goal line stand. Still going to need a couple more, though. 2nd and goal coming up.
2nd down and
1st and goal, you take a sack. I got nothing good to say about that. So let me flip it over on the other side where you got everything good to say. That's exactly what you want to do. You want to get them behind the sticks. You want to knock them backwards. And now you put a whole lot more pressure on that offense to respond.
So he jumped too early, and that's going to cost him 5 yards. So once more, following the penalty, here's another 2nd and goal. Out of the gun, here's Darnold. They're on him again, and he goes down again. And back-to-back sacks have these guys suddenly staring at 3rd and goal.
All right, I'm to the point of the game, Kate. Now, we got to get the ball out of our hands. He is just taking a beating all game long, and on this drive, yet again, find a way to protect, find a way to run, and get the ball out of his hands.
On 3rd and goal, Darnold. Ooh, missed that one, and he knew it. Put it behind his guy, and now it's 4th down.
Kate, I've talked to you over the years, the transition to the NFL where the windows to throw are small. On 3rd down, smaller. Put dime defense on the field, and those windows become almost non-existent.
Jason Myers out there now to try and field goal for the Seahawks on 4th down. This will be around a 33-yarder for him. Myers' kick is good, and it's dropped back down now to a 4-point game.
Okay, one of the areas that kickers and quarterbacks are similar, they want to get into rhythm, and no better way to feel good and get into that rhythm and start a game 2 for 2 as a kicker.
We've got a good one here. They've cut the lead to 4 as they send it away. Starting from the 5. This makes it up to the 25. The Broncos offense all set to go. And they take the field in good but not great shape, Brock. They've got that lead, but no doubt they'd love to see it grow.
Yeah, just having the lead does take some pressure off. It doesn't change the sense of urgency. It's always on tilt in the NFL, but it should allow them to operate a little more freely.
First play of the drive, and he takes an option left. And they blow up the opening play of this drive. Love the aggressiveness from this defense.
QB runs can be some of the most difficult plays for these defenses, but not for the defense right there. Did their homework, and they get an A+ for how they defended that play.
First play of the drive, lost a yard. Need to get it back and some change here. 2nd down. Shotgun snap to Nix. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And for the 2nd straight play, Brock, they're headed the wrong way. And that's going to bring up a tough 3rd down.
Yeah, let's give some credit to the defense here, Kate, right? We talk about explosive plays. Every offense is looking for them. But when a defense can go back-to-back, Jack, with a tackle for loss and a sack, well, they're more than doing their job.
Got to figure out this 3rd down here. Third and long for him here. He's smart, you won't risk anything here. Just chucks this away.
Even on 3rd and long, he still couldn't bring himself to force a throw right there, and that's okay. As coordinators will like to say, every drive that ends with a kick we can live with. Don't put the ball in harm's way.
Jeremy Crawshaw on to punt. And after that drive went backwards, he's going to send this one forward. And he's certainly been staying busy. Once again, he's out to punt and sends this flying. And he's brought down before the return gets far. The Seahawks offense ready to get going once again. And last drive left them in a little bit of limbo, Brock. They were happy to leave with points, obviously, but not happy that they had to settle for a field goal instead of a touchdown.
Coaches love to say, on offense, let every drive end in a kick. The bronze medal's a punt, silver medal's a field goal, and now they're going to be striving for that PAT, the gold medal.
Here's Darnold, 1st and 10. He'll step up, and there he goes. Give him 13 on that play. And it sets up Seattle with 1st down.
13 yards on the play. That's good for a Seahawks. 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 36-yard line.
Now Darnold. Finds the in route complete. And they bring him down. Looks like he got it to the 27.
Hey, you like these results on first. That completion right there, right in the window where all options are now available to you on second down. That playbook wide open.
Offense is set. This is 2nd and 2. Here's Darnold to throw. Here's a screen out for Walker. And he's brought down at the line.
Okay, that's one of those situations as a quarterback that on my grade sheet, that's a negative. That screen was ambushed by the defense, and you've got to throw it away. Just find a way to put it at his feet and not create a negative play for your offense.
3rd and just 2 to go. Here he is on 3rd and short. It's complete. Play made by Cook. And he's going to have enough for the first down. Not by much. He got it. That's all that matters. Sets him up with a 1st and goal.
And the Seahawks, 1st down. 1st and goal at the 9-yard line.
And again, it's Darnold. Throw left side, caught by Smith and Jigba. And he takes it down to the 2, but no touchdown yet. He's out of bounds.
A gain of 7 brings up 2nd and goal at the 2-yard line.
Setting up, 2nd and goal. Walker. And he gets in. Touchdown. The Seahawks get some late points and the lead. Kenneth Walker, the touchdown. Myers to add the PAT. Right down the middle. It's good. And the Seahawks push their lead to 3.
Broncos 17.
Here's Myers now to handle the kickoff.
Kickoff for Seattle.
On the return, here's Mims. And he's brought down just beyond that 25-yard line. The Broncos get the football. Not a lot of time left in the half. And they can try to move this into field goal range, Brock, if they so choose. 55 seconds left. Starting out with an empty backfield, Brock. Here they come. 1st and 10. Nick's now to throw. Dumped off to his running back. And he'll take it up to the 30 before being brought down.
It's sure nice to have that safety valve. Sure nice to have a running back that's not just able to tote it, Kate, but he's able to catch it. That's now multiple times they've looked his way, and multiple times he's delivered.
8 yards to go. Let's see how they approach this 2nd down. Out of the gun, it's Nix. Throwing the out route complete. And he's going to bring it up to the 40-yard line before he stops. Denver calls the 2nd of its 3 timeouts. And they still have 1 in their pocket for what's left of this half.
1st and 10 at the 40-yard line.
New slate of downs to approach here from the 40.
Hey, talk to me. What you got?
Nix now on 1st and 10. Has him on the quick hitter. And they're going to get to him after a gain of close to 5 as they send him out.
Quarterbacks will look for their tight end short in just about any situation. They take away the deeper options. Well, there's their consistent source of positive yardage, the trusty tight end.
5 still to go here. This is 2nd down. Once more, it's Nix. He's got it. And he's tackled with markers down. This one should be on the defense. Well, he had a chance to pull up and avoid the hit, Brock, but we knew the outcome from the moment he decided not to and made contact. That flag came out. Roughing the passer on that last play, and that's always going to lead to an automatic first down. Throwing again. Here's Nix. Completed over the middle. And they've got him down near the red zone at the 22. Now a timeout taken by the offense, and we're going to see if they try for 2 plays here or just try the field goal right now.
22-yard line.
On comes Will Lutz in the Broncos field goal unit. This a 39-yarder. The kick by Lutz is good. And it'll knock this game up late in the second quarter.
Barring a surprise or a miracle here in the final seconds, Kate, looks like we're going to have a tie and a whole new ball game to begin the second half.
Time left for maybe a return plus a play here as they send this away. So no return this time. Let's see if they run a play or if they just decide to kneel out the half. The Seahawks offense to the field for the final drive of this first half. They're going to need some unlikely magic here if they want to find any points with almost no time remaining. They've got 1st and 10, Brock, but time for maybe 2 plays at most if they even want to try anything. Looking to throw. Completed to his running back. And he's short of the first after a mild gain. Just before halftime, we get a timeout. Take it. This is going to be the play that takes us to halftime. One final shot before the half. Hits him on the out route. And he's tackled with the first down yardage. So we're through 2 quarters now. Still a half of football to be played. We'll be back with more of the NFL on EA Sports. The first half controlled by the offenses, Brock. Let's see if the defenses can take over in the second half. We're underway. And a decent run back is going to end as they bring him down inside the 30. The Seahawks sending their offense out to begin the third quarter. And they could take control of the second half early, Brock, if they break the tie on this opening drive. Seattle getting everybody set. They've got 1st and 10. Third quarter's going to start with a run by Walker. And they help him out of bounds after a gain of close to 3, so 2nd and 7 coming up.
That is simply a stay on schedule kind of run. Nothing more, nothing less, just right on schedule.
4 yards on that first down run. Here's 2nd and 6. Play fake, Darnold. On him quick, and they bring him down. And that's going to add some distance onto this upcoming 3rd down.
I think we've reached the point of the game, Kate, where I got to make my PSA. Protect the quarterback, and quarterback, protect yourself.
Defense gunning for a stop here. It's 3rd down. Here he goes, 3rd and long. And that's a win for the pass rush. Hit as he threw it, leads to the incompletion. 4th down coming up.
This defense, they had a plan. And they've done an excellent job executing it. Instead of a main character, they've reduced this receiver to a footnote. Kudos to the job collectively on defense.
Seahawks bringing out the punt team. Michael Dixon will kick it away. And before that return amounts to much, they bring him down. So here comes the Bronco offense. And they settled for a field goal on their last series, so points are a positive, but they'll look to upgrade to a touchdown here. Good starting field position for the Broncos as they get ready for 1st and 10. Now here he goes on the boot. Dumps it off to his running back. And all he can do is get back to the line on that effort, so no gain on 1st down.
Out of bounds at the 38-yard line. A gain of a yard. Brings up 2nd and 9.
They'll come to the line here, 2nd and 9. Shotgun handoff for Dobbins. And he'll have a small 4-yard chunk there. Tackle made by Ernest Jones.
You gain that kind of yardage in the run game, and you're going to gain the trust of your offensive coordinator. Plays like that, runs like that, set the table for everything else in the playbook.
3rd and 4 coming up now. Nix from the gun. Really fired that one, but they couldn't connect. Looking for his wide receiver there. And 4th and 4 coming up.
So often, so many of these games in the NFL, well, they come down to a play or two, and 3rd downs are critical. Whether it's in a close game or already out of hand, their coach wants to see them convert those.
Begins his return at the 16. And he gets his offense in better field position here to start. Up close to the 30. The Seahawks offense taking the field now. Their last drive didn't make it very far before they had to punt it away, partner. So hopefully this one has some better legs to it. Offense emptying the backfield as they come up here. 1st and 10. Out of the gun. Here's Darnold. Finds him over the middle. And they will finally catch up to him just a second before he can reach that 40. They get an even 10 on that play. And the Seahawks will have a 1st down.
I love throwing on 1st down. And when you see a 1st down pass just like that, it's taking advantage of a matchup you plan for, and you go out and execute.
They kick the running back in motion. And he has it up towards midfield before he's taken down at the 47.
The tackle made at the 47-yard line. 8 yards on the pickup. Brings up 2nd and 2.
After a good pickup, they're set up with 2nd and short. From the gun, Darnold. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete.
Timing is everything in life, and timing is everything defensively. That throw was just a little bit late and gave the defense time to close, deliver a pop, and knock that ball loose.
No connection on the last play. Now it's 3rd down. They'll empty the backfield and motion him out. He's got his man. This is Walker. And his short gain gets them a new set of downs.
Hey, Kate, they don't rightly care who it's going to go to in that situation. All they really care about are the results on 3rd down. And that's exactly the result they needed. Enough to keep this drive moving.
Offense is set. 1st and 10. With a quick pass out wide. And this goes across midfield and into Broncos territory.
You know, these running backs today, they are so versatile. It doesn't matter if they're running it, or in this case, same principle applies on routes out of the backfield. You don't get somebody close to him, that throw is headed his way.
2nd down now, they need 7. Now Darnold off the play action. For what would have been a nice game.
You know, I'm not sure if he was hearing footsteps or just had a surprise break in concentration. So unusual to see one dropped unless there's a hit involved.
Play number 7 on this drive, and they need 7 here on 3rd down. 3rd and long. They're going to throw. Complete beyond the marker. And they get this down roughly to the 34-yard line. They'll move the chains after that pickup of 12.
That's what we call situational football. You spend all week working on your nickel passing game package to take advantage of 3rd downs just like that.
Here's 1st and 10 from the 34. On the carry, it's Walker. And he's going to be down within a yard of that red zone as the stop is made. They get 13 on the pickup, and it sets up Seattle with 1st down.
Ooh, I like that call. I really like it with those sticks. You can keep them on the sidelines, and you get more than enough to get the 1st down.
Offense getting set. Here's 1st and 10. Off the play fake, he'll throw. Finds Smith and Jigba. And they take him down, but there's a flag on the play. Always a point of emphasis, right? Protecting the quarterbacks, and that play is going to draw the flag every time. So roughing the passer gifts them a 1st and goal. They'll run here following the penalty. And he's brought down real close to that goal line at the 1. First shot gets him 5. Still a couple of looks remaining. It's 2nd and goal.
Hey, I get it on 1st and goal, right? A lot of teams like to be conservative and limit risk. Even if a run is stopped short, you still got 2, sometimes 3 downs to play with.
Walker. And he takes this one in for a Seattle touchdown. The Seahawks take a 3rd quarter lead. Kenneth Walker, the touchdown.
We've seen all game long how difficult it has been for this defense to try to contain this guy. Not only through the air, now 2 touchdowns on the ground. He's just been a difference maker.
Point after up and good for Myers. And the Seahawks break that tie and now lead by 7.
Broncos 20.
Here's Myers now to handle the kickoff. This one's fielded at the 40-yard line. Escapes a defender. He's brought down at what looks like the 24-yard line. The Broncos running their offense out once again. And I'm sure they're tired of bringing out the punter, Brock. They're hopefully going to give him some rest this time around and find some points to go after that lead. All right, Denver getting everybody set. So they've got 1st and 10. Throwing here, Nix. Finds Dobbins with the dump off. Not a lot available there. Makes it to the 26. Olivier Maffei bringing that play to a halt.
You know, you compare and contrast stats over the decades, Kate. One thing you see is the completion percentages are through the roof. In this day and age, compared to the 60s and the 70s, a big reason is just completions like that. Utilizing every one of your eligible receivers that time, running back in the flat.
Now an inside handoff to Dobbins. And this will only complicate matters for 3rd down, partner. They're sent backwards.
His goal's pretty clear, Kate. Crash forward and then crash inside. Set that edge, but if you could come inside and bury that runner before it gets started, all the better.
So a tough spot now. This is 3rd and 9. They'll air it out on 3rd. He's running for it. And this one doesn't go far.
That's just the case where you're trying to make something when there really is nothing there. There just wasn't an opening for him to work with, and he was lucky to get what he could.
Here comes the Broncos punting unit. And he's going to do the honors for the 4th time today. And he gets his guys a few yards before they bring him down on the return. Now Seattle all set to go here on offense. They've certainly had no issues scoring, but their opponents have been right there with them, so they could really use some more points on this drive. The Seahawks in good field position to start this drive off as they head up to the line. 1st and 10. First play of the drive. Here's Walker. Dropped by the first guy he met. No gain on that first down run.
Brought down at the 35-yard line. 1-yard gain. Brings up 2nd and 9.
Last run only gained a yard. That means it's 2nd and 9. Staying with Walker. He's unable to get away from that tackle. Good work by the defense. Nothing gained on 2nd down.
Alex Singleton on the tackle. A gain of 1. Brings up 3rd down and 9.
Drive in dire straits. It's 3rd and 9. Throw here. 3rd down. That heater is going to fall to the turf.
So many coaches love 3rd downs and practice them so much, Kate. Why? Because they're the money down in the NFL. Whether it's a close game already out of hand, coaches know got to execute and convert on these 3rd downs.
On now comes their punter. And he'll try to hit this one well. Fields this at the 19. And the coverage team is there as he fields it, so almost nothing on that return before he stopped. Denver set to take the field on offense. And as they get set, partner, gotta imagine they're bringing some urgency with them to the field this drive, too.
Yeah, I think you and I both know in calling these NFL games that sense of urgency can be replaced by full-blown panic in a hurry. So find a way to possess the ball and, more importantly, score some points.
Now this drive's quickly headed in the wrong direction. First play set down behind the line.
Not sure if it was a missed assignment on the line, a dominant play on his part, or maybe a little bit of both, Kate, but look at those dudes down there defensively. Man, they are fired up after that stick behind the line.
Open to head in the right direction and save this drive early. Here's 2nd and 13. Nix. They're trying to set up the screen. Dobbins. And they're all over that screen, Brock. Didn't even get back to the line of scrimmage.
Simply put, Kate, that's just job well done by the defense. You get a completion on 2nd down and go backwards, that's some pretty superhuman effort and want to from this defense.
Defense looking to defend the marker on 3rd down. 3rd and long for him here. We've got a screen to the running back. And he's going to get this up to the 26 before being taken down.
I'm a big fan of the screen pass. Really, you can run a screen as they just showed on any play. 1st, 2nd, 3rd down, sometimes even 4th. But it takes great acumen, a great football IQ defensively to have an awareness that's coming, and then more importantly, to stop it.
They'll bring out the punter here. And some textbook work covering that punt. It is stopped after almost nothing on the return. The Seahawks offense running out now. And unsurprisingly, Brock, a great day on the scoreboard so far for him. Has him with the advantage as we move through this 3rd quarter. Ball at the 33 for 1st down. Drive begins with a Walker run. Can't slip that initial tackle. Stops made for no gain on that 1st down play.
As a corner in this league, oh, you can go to the Pro Bowl if you can cover. If you want to be an all-pro, you stick someone like that.
1st down run netted him nothing. Here is 2nd and 10. Throwing here, Darnold. Hauled in by Arroyo on the right side. And the gain only about 2 before he heads out. That means they're going to face 3rd down.
There's no negatives ever on a grade sheet for a completion, but that's one of those situations. If you're going to take a risk and throw an out route, you'd sure like to see a little bit more yardage gained.
The Broncos go with a dime look here on 3rd down. Motioning left is their running back. The play clock runs out, so this will be a delay. Everyone was set and at the line. The quarterback just didn't snap it before the play clock hit 0. Well, that delay game certainly doesn't help things. It's third and even longer now. Darnold. Into the hands of his running back, Walker. And he can't find anything as he goes out of bounds. Nothing on that return.
Ooh, he knew he was going to pay for throwing that. I knew it from up here in the booth watching that happen. But that's an experienced quarterback. If that first primary target isn't there, make sure you fire to your safety valve. And that got them some yards, so taking that shot, well, it was not for nothing.
Their punter making his way out now. And they could really use a good one here. Same as a touchback here. Fair catch made at the 20. Denver ready for another offensive possession. And they certainly isn't the rut they want to be in, Brock. All of their drives have been ending in punts as of late. First call here coming from the shotgun. Shotgun snap to Nix. He'll try and run this. And not much doing. He stopped quickly.
Just not much to do right there, whether he wanted to run it or throw it. Even if he scraped a positive gain out of it, that's still a win for this defense.
They'll come to the line here, 2nd and 9. Out of the gun, it's Nix. Has him on a quick hitter. And this play reaches the 35 before it comes to an end. A nice gain of 13 yards as it brings up a first down.
Kate, I can promise you, you go back and look at the most efficient offenses in the NFL over the last couple decades, one thing will resonate. You've got to be able to attack the middle of the field. It's great to do it with receivers. It's awesome with tight ends. But when you get that influence from your running backs, man, you become a dangerous offense to stop.
Now he continues to find no traction on the ground here, Brock, as they bring him down for no gain.
I know these DNs love to get to the quarterback. I know that sacks many times equals a bigger payday. But doing the dirty work, playing to run well, that's what the best of the ends do in this league.
Well, nothing doing on the last run. It's 2nd and 10. Running it again with Dobbins. Continuing to move past the 45. And he's going to just get this across midfield before he's taken out of bounds. That's 16 on the pickup. And the Broncos will have a first down.
I think we've all become very accustomed, and I'll raise my hand and saying these tight ends are almost like bona fide receivers, big receivers. But they show you right there, when they can be powerful blockers, it can make a huge difference in a run game.
They run it. Here's R.J. Harvey. He surges ahead for 5. Make it 2nd down.
Fans love the long ball in baseball. It's like they got the home run derby, but you know what? Talk to managers, and they will tell you small ball can win too. Singles and doubles, you add them up, you can win a lot of baseball games. Football coaches will tell you, you get runs of that length, it may not be a home run, it may not score points, but it can do some serious damage.
A give to Dobbins out of the shotgun. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
Anytime these offensive coordinators in the NFL call a run play, they're just hoping for something positive. To get a first down, that's a bonus.
1st and 10 at the 33-yard line.
Ball at the 33 for first down. Heads out on the bootleg. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And the big play drives them backwards. 2nd down coming up.
And right there's the danger, Kate. When you put the ball in the air, how many times do we see these coordinators, when you get a nice run, right, you gain some steam on the ground, you stick with the ground game. They don't, they call the pass, and the defense reacts, and reacts well with a sack.
Here's Nix to throw. Throws caught. And he's going to be brought down at the 35-yard line.
The goal of that little drag route is to get him for at least a minimal gain with space to add after that. That picked up a good chunk, and it was nearly a big play.
This drive is in trouble. Got to figure out 3rd and 12. Here he goes, 3rd and long. Throwing this one back of the end zone. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. That throw doesn't lead to 6. And now they're staring at 4th and long. Didn't see a whole lot of room to fit that pass in, Brock. Throwing into double coverage. How's Coach going to feel about that one?
Yeah, that's a no-no. Yeah, I experienced that as a player and now as a coach. Please don't do that again.
Got all of it, and this is good! And that brings things a little closer here late.
Such a perfect example of a kicker just doing his job. And now, well, now it's incumbent upon that defense to give him and their offense another shot.
We've got a good one here. They've cut the lead to 4 as they send it away. Has this at the 6. He stopped on the run back at the 27. The Seattle offense eager to get back on the field. They didn't add to their lead last time out. They punted it away, but still ahead and able to add to it here. Seahawks just about set. Here's 1st and 10. They give up the gut to Walker. Dropped by the first guy he met. No gain on that 1st down run.
Hey, these DNs love to get after the quarterback, but the most well-rounded of them are the guys who can anchor your run defense too. Mission accomplished.
Run lost him a yard to begin the drive. Here comes 2nd and 11. Here's Darnold. Arroyo on the catch. And he's right up next to that 1st down. Doesn't quite get there. Gain of 9. That brings up 3rd and short.
Well, that is pretty darn impeccable timing between the two. They hit a curl route of that length. It takes great anticipation and precision by the quarterback, and the receiver on the other end finishing it, doing his job.
On 3rd down, Walker. This up and across midfield, partner, to the 48. That play good for 17 and a 1st down.
Offense there, Kate, went heavy with that 13 personnel. 1 back, 3 tight ends, and those 3 added blockers. Just the element they needed to spring that run.
1st and 10, ball set up at the 48. Play fake, Darnold. And no look there, that throw falls to the ground. He's been a frequent target throughout this game, Brock. We've seen that coverage tighten up a little bit more on him every time the ball's thrown his way.
Well, hasn't taken him off the board completely. He's still beating them for some catches, but that heightened focus defensively does lead to moments like that one where what would normally be a catch falls incomplete.
Slot man motioned over. On 2nd and 10 now, Darnold. Here's a screen out for Walker. That screen sniffed out quickly, shut down behind the line.
You know, Kate, it's one thing to get a player out into space. It's another when the defense sees it coming. No chance there for the running back as the defense defeats the blocks before that screen could ever get started.
This drive in some serious trouble. It's 3rd and 12. They'll throw, 3rd and long. That one's incomplete. Had the connection, but some stone hands got in the way there. So that play doesn't work out, but things make it even worse for them. Looks like one of their big guys out front is in need of a look from the training staff. punting unit out now. And he's hoping for a well-placed strike. And that kick will get out of bounds without a return. Looks to be a little shy of reaching the 20. The Broncos offense all set to go. And they'll have a little momentum as they take the field here after their kicker drilled a deep one to end their last drive with points. All right, working from the gun to start. 1st and 10. Beginning on the ground here with Dobbins. Can't slip that initial tackle. Stops made for no gain on that 1st down play.
On these 1st and 10 calls, defenses are always keyed in that a run might be coming their way. And as soon as the QB turned to give the ball, the entire defense came crashing in to bury them for a loss.
First play of the drive, lost a yard. Need to get it back and some change here. 2nd down. Nick's looking to throw. He's got it to him yet again. That is caught. And they're all over that screen. Brock didn't even get back to the line of scrimmage.
That pass, it did put him in a position where he had to shake a defender. That's all you want. Give me a one-on-one. And he is capable of doing it, but not against that dude. That defender could not be shook, and he knocked him back across the line.
On 3rd down, here's Nix. Setting up the screen. Oh, he's trying to get away, but unable to do so. They catch him behind the line on 3rd down.
It'd be kind of fun, Kate, to be able to measure these coordinators' blood pressure or temperature, because the 3rd down screen for negative yards, I promise you that coordinator's heated on the sidelines.
They'll send out the punting unit. And this is going to put him up to 6 punts today. And the fair catch brought in right at the 40. The Seahawks offense ready to get going once again. Now their last drive, not the one they want to replicate after they were forced to punt it away. And into the line, the Seahawks in a good spot as they prepare for this 1st and 10. Here's Walker running right. Dropped by the first guy he met. No gain on that 1st down run.
When you rush the passer, it's kind of like tracking down a runner. That same pass, same athleticism comes to life. He looked pretty good hunting his prey right there.
1st down run netted him nothing. Here is 2nd and 10. And they get him right at the line of scrimmage.
Okay, I'm going to call that, even though it looks like nothing on the stat sheet, a win-win for both sides. The defense, well, they rally. They get right to that throw in the flat for a no gain. The offense, well, they just remind that defense, you not only got to cover us vertically, but we're going to stretch you horizontally as well.
Back to throw it. Short pass brought in. And he's taken down directly on that 43-yard line. 16 yards on the play. And the Seahawks will have a 1st down.
Good offenses. Okay, good play callers know how to utilize their personnel. They know where they wanted them. They wanted them on a route in space where he could make that initial play comfortably, but then go to work after.
1st and 10, Darnold. He brings it in. And this goes out of bounds as we've got a penalty flag in the backfield, Brock. This could be roughing the passer. So a big self-inflicted error as that personal foul moves the ball forward quite a bit. Roughing the passer on that last play, and that's always going to lead to an automatic 1st down. Running it after the penalty. And they come through with a big stop there. Got him down for a loss as they keep fighting back here in the 4th. We have a timeout called by the Broncos. That's their 1st. And they still have 2 to work with in this final quarter. All right, here we go. 2nd down. Running back sent in motion. Out of the gun. Here's Darnold. He's running with it. Hit it right through the middle of the field. And the ground game works for the touchdown. Well, Brock, it looked like it took the full defense a while to recognize that he was actually running with it. I think it limited their ability to stop what turned into a pretty impressive touchdown.
I think you're exactly right on this one, Kate. Not too many scrambles go this far for a touchdown. And you got to give some credit to the guys around him. None of those receivers, tight ends, well, they just sold it. They didn't look back at him, had they? I think the defense is able to react and stop that touchdown. Instead, that's 6 big points on the board.
Here's Myers now to handle the kickoff. Fields this one at the 3. And he's brought down just inside the 25. So here comes the Bronco offense. This could be the decisive drive. Down 2 scores late. They've got to find some points to get it back within 1. Broncos to the line now. It's 1st and 10. Nix from the gun. And he's just going to get rid of this one. Smart move there when he saw the field. It's going to be 2nd down.
Kobe Bryant on the coverage.
Throwing here, Nix. Finds him over the middle. He's going to be brought down right at the 35. 12 yards on that play, and a good call nets him the 1st.
That's just great instincts. Go air it out on 2nd down rather than just play conservative and run it. They hit a weak point in the coverage and don't need to worry about 3rd down at all.
It's crunch time now, baby. 2-score game, just 2 timeouts, plus, of course, that 2-minute warning. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete. Second down. Here's Nix again. Jump off, caught by his back. And he's got 5, and we've got our 2-minute warning.
Just get this guy touches. I don't care how, I don't care when. Just find unique ways to get this running back the ball, and over time, he's going to make you pay.
3rd down. Seahawks with 6 defensive backs out there. Throwing now. He has the 1st over the middle. And the tackle's made just beyond midfield at the 48. They'll move the chains after that pickup of 12.
And the Broncos, 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line.
Need to work as quick as you can here, Brock. 2 timeouts left, down 2 scores. It's 1st down. Finds him on the crossing route. And he's taken down at the 30. Denver calls the 2nd of its 3 timeouts. And they're still going to have 1 left at their disposal.
1st and 10 at the 30-yard line.
First and 10, got to score immediately here. Only 1 timeout left, and that clock winding down. Throwing again. Here's Nix. Hits him on the out route. He's going to be out of bounds. Looks like a yard or 2 short of the 25.
Kate, if there was one throw in the game plan that kept me up at night more than any other, it was an out route versus zone coverage. Because you got to throw with anticipation, but you also got to make sure those defenders' eyes aren't reading you like a book.
Nix to throw again. Now here he goes. And their next snap is coming from that red zone as he reaches the 14. It's a gain of 12 there. And that'll be good for a Denver 1st.
That's good for a Broncos 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line.
Working inside the red zone. This finds Franklin. And they shove him out. Looks like he got about 6 before they did so. It's second down.
Out of bounds down at the 8-yard line. A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4.
Out of the gun, it's Nix. And he hits the end zone. Touchdown! I hope nobody left early, Brock, because we have still got a game.
Okay, we know you can do it in different ways in today's NFL at quarterback. Some with their brains and their processing, that anticipation and accuracy. Some could do it with their improv skills to create a play when everything breaks down, and he just put on a show.
The Broncos will line up for the 2-point.
Setting up to pass. And they get the 2-point conversion. Nice catch in the end zone there. They're back within a field goal now. There it is. They get the 2 that they needed, and now it comes down to, the simple task, Brock, of recovering an onside kick and then gearing your kicker up for a heck of a field goal.
Yeah, but you don't live in that world, Kate, when you're down on that field. You live in the moment right now. You took care of business. You did what you had to do to make this a 3-point game. And now it's about executing that onside kick. But you're right, the kicker, he's thinking about his onside kick first and hoping they get this ball so he can boot what would be an incredibly long field goal.
And he'll have it down to the 44-yard line.
Hey, the numbers don't lie. The numbers tell you, Kate, time and again, it is so hard to recover these onside kicks. And when you got an opponent prepared for it, well, that makes it even more difficult.
Into the victory formation they go, Brock, here on first down. The Seahawks in a victory formation as they take a knee. So it's a win for the Seahawks. And finally, Brock, they can exhale and take a few breaths, because I don't imagine any of them were breathing easy during that one with how close this game was.
Them or us? We're both.
All of us.
Yeah,
all of the above.
It is so hard, Kate, to match the adrenaline surge they feel right now, and that they felt at every major turn throughout the second half. There's just something about a close game, the intensity that's there in every moment that you love to experience as a player, and that you hope in all these moments you can execute so you're the one celebrating and riding that wave of emotion.